I wanted to ask you about this situation too. Did you see the video of Meek Mill and 6ix9ine outside the club?
I saw that.
What was your initial reaction to this?
I just don't get it. Like
your kid's laughing too, like fucking. Damn, my dad talking about 6ix9ine. This is funny.
No, this is.
You're not ready for this cloud chasing generation.
Yeah, like I don't get it. Like I read a little of it, I don't get it. It's embarrassing, but it's the way they live. It's they get jealous of each other. They kill one another over things that's not important. You can't have a career. One person is jealous of this one. This person is a snitch. This person is that, and it doesn't mean anything.
My main thing that I took away from it, and especially in seeing the reaction afterwards, was, everybody, I think, should be able to look at Meek Mill's career and say, like, what do you want from Meek Mill? If you think that Meek Mill is a talented guy, that you want to see him make something out of himself, you want to see him do well for himself. You don't want to see him engaging with people that are just clearly trying to bait you into making a bad decision.
Absolutely.
Into making a fool of yourself.
Right.
That's not what I want for Meek Mill, and
I totally agree.
Bizarre for me to normalize that. I would hope that if TK Kirkland was leaving the club and he had a similar situation of some young cloud chaser screaming in his face, trying to bait you into punching him or shooting him or having your homie shoot him or whatever, I would hope that you would be able to walk away from it.
Yeah, I would walk away from it. And sometimes that's the hardest thing, because I've been jumped before.
Really?
No one wants to fight me one-on-one.
Right.
Like, one-on-one, we're going to have some problems. So either they snuck up behind me, hit me here with a pipe, or jumped me, but never one-on-one.
I'm going to assume it's been a while?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Since you got jumped?
Yeah, it's been a long time. But I avoid people in situations that you may feel like a punk, because I wanted to retaliate on a whole nother level.
Right.
But when you have so much to lose, so much to be thankful for, you have to walk away. Now, you carry it in your soul for the rest of your life, like that pain that you should have did something. And I remember a situation where something happened to me, and in my head, I had a conversation with myself. Right. And I was in jail. And me was talking to myself, and it was a female who lied, and I wanted to hurt her about something. And when I was in my head, and I walked in, and myself said to me, yo, what you in for? I said, this bitch lied to me. And he turned his head, and he looked back, he said, you gave up your freedom because a bitch lied to you? And when I did it that way, it made sense, because, see, we let our egos get in the way of thinking that we have to prove something. And it's just your ego. Your ego is just bruised, but it will heal. But getting locked up, going away, the people don't forgive you. To kill somebody because of your ego, you want to pull a trigger and shoot someone. And that person dies, and you have that on your conscience for the rest of your life. And if you are a decent person and you grow and you go, wow, I killed somebody, I should have never did that. It's sad. So you have to avoid people, obstacles, and bad situations at all costs. And that's what I do to life. So if someone wanted to yell at me, I'll stay low for a minute, or I'll go out the other way, but I'm not gonna let you reel me in so that I have to change my, even in an argument with people, or somebody gets me upset and I get angry, but I'm controlling my emotion, I won't deal with that person ever again, because I see that something bad can happen to my life. And people depend on me.
And that's why when you hear about people who are in relationships where they're just sort of going back and forth with the girl over and over, and they keep taking each other back, and they're beating the fuck out of each other, and they're exposing each other on social media, and they're just mentally torturing each other. It's like, it always shocks me, because I'm just the kind of person where, like, if I'm in a relationship and I feel disrespected by the girl, there's a pretty high chance that I'm going to say, okay.
And that's what people should do.
I'm not talking anymore. If I don't trust you or your emotions, then I'm going to walk away from the situation.
And but people don't do it.
Right.
You see, everything we talked about throughout this time we've been on here was about the thought process and how people continue doing bad things to themselves, sabotaging themselves. Even in a relationship, it has to take something so fucking drastic. Either you got your ass beat or you died for the other person to understand, and not understand that I got to leave now before it happens. No one thinks about this could really happen. And I always tell people, there's billions of fucking people on this earth.
Yeah.
Meet them all.
You just really don't have to dig your heels into the ground and just spend your whole life with one person that you don't get along with or whatever. Yeah, and it's kind of baffling because a lot of times these people we're describing in these situations are the kind of people who have a ton of opportunities. They could go and meet a girl any fucking given night of the week, right?
And end up doing the most crazy shit and put themselves in bad situations.
But a lot of people, they start to view the other person as like a reflection of their own self-esteem and their own self-worth.
Right.
And so if that person is disrespecting you or, you know, not treating you right, then like they really feel like they have to, you know, they have to go to war for this one person to save face.
Yeah, people think like that. Like Casino with Robert De Niro and that young lady. She was taking his money, giving it to the other guy because he had a baby with her. He loved her and kept putting himself back in a bad situation until he let her go and drugs killed her. But sometimes, you know, people don't get that opportunity. Sometimes you die.
Right.
Sometimes you put yourself in a bad situation and it ends for you. So people have to learn to fly, and I call it first love yourself.
Right.
And if you love yourself first, the chances of you really putting you in a bad situation, hopefully we can minimize the bad effects.
Do you think that loving yourself so much and being so comfortable with yourself has kept you away from really like having that like big long-term relationship?
I see the world different than most people.
Yeah.
See, I'm here for a reason, and in my life, you have to in life to be successful. Certain things to reach certain things, and what are you prepared to sacrifice? See, because there's some things in life you have to sacrifice. I had to sacrifice love. I had to sacrifice being with a woman for the rest of my life. And that's what I had to give up to stay looking the way I look, to have the mindset that I have, to travel the world the way I want to live. I had to give that up because I think about that all the time. I met some amazing women.
I would think, yeah.
Amazing. But if I'd have stayed with them at that time of my life, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Right.
So I had to give up a lot of things to get where I'm at. But the thing that's the most important to me is the peace of mind.
Yeah, I mean, like your mind will always go back to those girls throughout your life that really wanted to be with you, and they really were special.
Yeah, they were special.
And that you just, you know, I just wasn't ready for it.
I love you, but I love me more.
Right.
And that's the thing.
Really, it's more like I have to drown myself in vagina of strangers for the next decade or two before I'm going to be comfortable getting into a relationship.
And believe it or not, I really have liked fucking different women. Like, it's like the greatest thing to me in the world.
I think a lot of men would say that. Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, some people give up. Not me.
Really?
Oh my God. Shit.
You're still out here taste testing.
And let me tell you something, man. If I can go out, if I die, you hear me that TK died, nothing in a female, so that motherfucker lived this life. God bless that dude.
That's how you want to go.
That's how I want to go. I want to die.
Dick in hand.
With a woman's legs back, screaming my ass off because I bust so hard and I just died.
Right.
That would be the fucking ultimate gift to the world.
I'm surprised you only have 6 kids. Or is it 6?
I'm surprised too. Because I was slinging dick back in my day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a good time.